All right, so this recording is a quick video to go over some of the classroom routines and expectations so that you feel comfortable filling out the student contract. If you were here in the beginning of the year, September, it's almost exactly the same. I made a couple changes on the grading, so open your ears and focus in on that when I get to it. If you're new, you started after September, or you're just starting now this semester. Yeah, this is really good. If you have any questions about anything in this recording, please, please, please reach out to me. All right, so what can you expect? What do I expect from you? What can you do to be successful? Attend live sessions every day. If you miss class for any reason, please watch the recording ASAP so you don't fall behind. Participate in class. That means take notes to review later. I provide note guides, so you don't have to write everything that's on the board. Some of it you're just filling in blanks or doing the examples and practice problems. And at the end of class, you can save the slides, and then all the answers to the practice problems examples would be on those slides. Okay? Answer questions in the chat box. Volunteer to work on the board. Math is meant to be practiced, not just observed. Okay. So when you're participating, also, when you go into the breakout rooms, you should be working collaboratively with the students in that room, helping one another, supporting one another. Okay. Chatting, using the mic, using the whiteboard to communicate with each other. Ask questions. I'm here to help you, but I need to know what you don't understand. Now, for participating and asking questions in class, I usually put 99% of the time the polling is hidden. So only I know if you get the answer wrong. Okay. I may put up the results and it will say like whether, how many people got it right and how many people got it wrong, but it doesn't say who. If you want to ask questions and you don't want someone else to know you're asking a question, you can do it in a private chat. Okay. Complete assignments on time. This includes the online lessons and activities as well as offline assignments, the problem sets, the textbook problems. Okay? A lot of students only do the assignments that are actually graded, but those other assignments are just as critical and just as important. Okay? So when you're doing your online practices, the graded practices or the problem sets, your homework, you are expected and encouraged to use your notes to do them. I want you to try to complete them correctly, practice doing the steps correctly. So I want you to use your notes and examples from class to help you with those problem sets and those online practices. Okay? Make sure before we take any unit tests that you can answer the unit review questions. If you can't answer the unit review questions, you're not going to be able to answer the questions on the unit test. Okay, make mistakes. Making mistakes is okay and encouraged in this class. I don't care how many mistakes you make. I care that you learn and grow from them. And if you've been in my class, you've noticed I make mistakes too. Everybody makes mistakes. Okay, it's okay. This is a safe learning environment. And in order to be successful, you have to actually put the effort in. And when you try things, guess what? You make mistakes, and that's okay. Here's what you can expect from me: to teach and help guide you in learning. We like to have fun and chat with you, but we also focus on the day's tasks to get our work done first. Organize lessons. We like to have a plan so you know what to expect. Lessons will generally follow the same outline. There's always something for you to do when you enter the classroom. A warm up, okay, or a question to ask, something maybe for you to follow up on from the previous day. Frequent reminders. We announce things in class. We send email reminders and post things in the course announcements. Please make sure to view these on a daily basis. Helpful resources. We provide study guides and other helpful documents for you to use throughout the year, including note guides. Okay, those note guides that are pushed out for each class. You can also find those helpful resources in your content under course resources. There's some that says continuing algebra resources. Okay. You can find links to recording and slides from class lessons after a couple of days after they've been, each day you can go to the Class Connect for that day and watch the recording. And while you're in there, you can save the slides, but I will provide them to you. Every couple of days I update that. The study guides in there, the note guides are there. Also links to any other recordings and websites. And we're going to be using Khan Academy. So you'll have Khan Academy assignments to correspond with the online assignments. Okay. Support, whether it's help sessions or a phone call, I am here to support you So please, please, please reach out to me. Office hours are every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30. You can just drop in. You don't have to set up that you just come in. Okay. All right. Attendance, asynchronous student. That means student is, if you're asynchronous student, you must attend your live sessions in order to be considered present for the day. Okay. And you have to come the entire class period. I give you 5 minutes. So if your class starts at 9, you need to be there by 9:05. If it starts at 12:30, you need to be there by 12:35. If it starts at 1:30, you have to be there by 1:35. That 5 minutes is important. I like you to get there on at the hour the class begins, but I do give that 5 minute leadway before I consider you late. But you come in, you look on the board, you do the warm up. At 5 after the hour, I'll start going over the warm up and begin the actual lesson. Okay, you need to stay then until 5 minutes before the hour's up. So again, for 9, that would be 9:55. For 12:30, that would be 1:25, and for the 1:30 class, it would be 2:25. Unless I dismiss you earlier. If you come late or you need to leave earlier, send me a private chat and make sure I respond that I read it. I will try to excuse you if I can. So as long as it's not every single day, as long as it's a good reason, and you've been there for the majority of the class, I can excuse the lateness or for you leaving early and still mark you present. If you don't reach out to me and you're late or leave early, I will mark you absent. Okay? So again, I just went over that. Different times for different classes. So attendance, please log in promptly. There'll always be something for you to do when you arrive, the warm up. I go over the warm up. Instruction begins at 5 minutes after the hour. You must remain in class the entire class to be considered present. Otherwise, you'll be marked absent. And I do mark students PNP, which means you're present but not participating. So I do keep track of what students participate on a daily basis. Okay, so basically arrive on time and don't leave class early. All right, grading policy. We do not give grades. You earn your grade. The more questions you ask, the more you'll learn. The more assignments you complete, the higher your grade. The more work we work together, the easier class will be. Effort plus perseverance equals success. So we have graded assignments. We have practices, will be assigned daily, are graded anywhere between 5 and 10 points, can be taken unlimited amount of times. Quizzes, multiple choice, true, false, short answers. Sometimes they'll also be folder assignments, weekly or bi-weekly. They're usually 10 points, and you have 2 attempts allowed. 2 attempts. Test, multiple choice, true, false. Usually 40 to 60 points. Cover an entire unit. You get 1 attempt. I do allow you to make corrections for partial credit. So if you do poorly on a test, you can check that out. Assignments. They're usually part 2 of the unit test and the problem of the week, and then also some quizzes. These are things that you have to actually write or type on paper and submit through the folder assignment tool. You are allowed to make corrections and resubmit based on the teacher feedback up until the ending date. And then, as I talked about in class, we will be doing Khan Academy and Ed Puzzle. Khan Academy lessons, assignments, and Ed Puzzle assignments, and some of those will be graded, meaning they will the grade that you earn on those will be pulled in, or participation grade will be pulled into your grade book. Specifically, the Khan Academy is going to be critical. I mean, Ed Puzzle may not a lot of it be graded, maybe 1 or 2, but Khan Academy lessons, there will be lessons that I assign that I want you to go through the online lesson, and you can continue to answer the questions until you earn proficiency, which is usually about 70 or 75%, and then you will earn a good grade in your grade book. If you don't complete it, you'll get a 0. If you complete it without getting mastery, you'll get partial credit. All right, non-graded assignments are the problem sets. Okay, they are similar to the questions that you'll see in the practices and quizzes. They're usually assigned daily with the online lessons. These can be found on your online textbook. Solutions are provided, so you're expected to do them and check your work. And then if you have questions, you can ask in class or send me an email, and I'd be more than happy to go over any question from the problem set. Okay. Due dates. Again, most of this is the same. Due date is when the assign is due. Okay. If not completed by this date, it'll be marked past due. Zeros are entered the Monday after the due date. So anything that's done assigned 1 week, the following Monday, even if it's due on Friday, will be put zeros in on Monday if you haven't completed them. When you complete them, the grade will be updated to the grade you earned. If it's an assignment, you'll have to wait till the teacher grades it before that zero goes away. An end date is when it closes. That means you have no more access. You're not able to complete it after this date. Practices, there are no end dates. I want them to be available so you can retake them in preparation for tests and midterms, or in this case, the final. Quizzes will have end dates. This is different from last semester. They're going to be 2 weeks after their due date. 2 weeks after their due date. Okay. Tests will also have end dates, and that is 2 weeks after their due date. So there's a due date, then they're late or they're past due, but you have 2 weeks to complete them before they close. I'm trying to get students to not wait to the last minute. You guys are to help those procrastinators. You have 2 weeks from this when an assignment's due to get it done, or you have a zero. Assignments, again, if they're part 2 of the unit test, they will end 2 weeks after the due date. You must complete on this to earn full credit. Students can request access after the end date, but they will lose points for lateness. So you have to request it. No submissions will be accepted after the quarter ends. So quarter 3 ends and then the end of the semester. Can make corrections and resubmit for regrading while it's opened. Okay. Problem of the week. They are going to end 2 weeks after their due date. They're going to be assigned on Monday, due on Friday, and then stay open for 2 more weeks. They're graded for accuracy, quality, and clarity based on the Keystone scoring guidelines, which I shared with you. And I always provide them with the problem of the week. Again, you can make corrections and resubmit for regrading. If you complete all of the problems of the week assigned, I will drop the lowest grade at the end of the semester, but only if you complete them all. This is how you can contact me. In class, of course, you can private chat me. This information is also in the under course materials, teacher contact information. This is my email, kworl@agoracyber.net, phone 610-263-8557, and my regular office hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30 p.m., or you can contact me to set up another time if you need to meet with me and you can't make it one of those times. So your homework will be to read the syllabus, make sure you complete the student contract. It's worth 5 points for completion. There's also a teacher evaluation, course evaluation I'm asking you to complete. I can't give you points for that because you don't have to give me your name if you don't want to. It's optional. I really encourage you to take the time to give me feedback about the course and my instruction. Constructive criticism is always welcome. I can learn too, and I can become better. Complete the introduction to factoring lesson in Khan Academy if you haven't already. So you have to create your accounts. Make sure you have an Edpuzzle account. If you had one and you forgot your login name, send me an email. If you have your login name but you forgot your password, I can reset it. Send me an email. Khan Academy accounts, make sure you create them. You won't be able to view the lesson assigned until after you create your ID. Then I have to go in and assign it to you. So at this point, if you have not created a Khan Academy account, you'll have a 0 out of 5 points for that. As soon as you create it, send me an email. I'll update your gradebook, and I'll also assign that first lesson because I want to make sure that you can see the lessons that are assigned, you have an account, and you're ready to use that for the rest of the semester. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know in class. Send me an email or give me a call. Otherwise, make sure you get these things done, and I'll see you in class.